I find that a lot of clients and potential clients come our way because they are looking for help to do their resume the right way and to launch their job search the right way. And there are some norms that we want to follow for sure, but there are actually way fewer rules than people realize. And more importantly, I think what gets lost in this kind of frantic nervousness about whether we're doing things right is whether we're doing things that are right for us. When we focus too much on our job search performance, we very quickly lose sight and, in fact, deprioritize our goals, our values, and our needs out of our job and job search in the process. My name is Jen. I'm the founder of Work Wonders Careers, and today I want to share why your job search needs way more you in it to be successful. The first reason is really important, probably the most important here. And the reason you need to put more you in your job search is because your enthusiasm matters. Sometimes I'll look at a resume and it'll check a lot of boxes that the job is looking for, but something just isn't coming together. And there's two possible reasons for that in my experience. One is that people don't really understand how to effectively convey things like excitement and enthusiasm and connection to a job. And that's pretty easily remedied with some tricks. But the challenge is when people are actually not that excited about the kinds of jobs they're applying for. Instead, they're applying for things that they think make sense for them. Now, there's all kinds of good reasons to apply for jobs that make sense for you, but if you are really having a hard time standing out online because you don't have any enthusiasm for what you're doing and you can't find any ability to kind of convey it in a genuine way, then you might want to take some time to really revisit where your job search is headed. There are many reasons that people resist this sort of self-reflection and introspection that needs to happen if you're feeling unhappy or stuck in your current line of work. And I think one of those things is that people feel like making a change is impossible or it will take them forever to figure out. So what I encourage you to do if you're feeling this sort of resistance to kind of sitting with what's happening for you and your lack of enthusiasm for the direction you're headed is not to make the assumption that you're going to need a drastic change. Instead, focus on trying to get clear about what's not working. Is it the environment? Is it the job itself? Are there parts of the job that you don't enjoy? What would happen if you were in a much better environment and had better hours and a shorter commute? Would you enjoy your job then? A lot of times people who make a change are doing very similar things in a very different context. So a change in environment can go a long way. And if you need a change, don't assume you're not ready or it'll take too long, because that doesn't necessarily have to be the case. Use your enthusiasm as an opportunity to assess if you're on the right track for where you want to be going. Reason number 2 to put more you in your job search is because people hire other people. I wish that just as many people came to me asking for support in building relationships with potential colleagues or hiring managers as they do asking for help optimizing their resume for applicant tracking systems. At the end of the day, your resume needs to resonate with other human beings. So being able to concisely share your story, so how you got to where you are now, why this is such a compelling opportunity for you, and to share examples of your work that really demonstrate your value is super essential. And you really need to be able to do this both in writing and in person to be a successful candidate. Heading into interviews or networking events like there's some kind of performance for you to impress people kind of shifts our attention away from the things that you need to be looking for. So are people making you feel welcome? Are people putting you at ease? Are people giving you breaks throughout a full day of interview? So remember, it's not just an opportunity for you to impress people, but it's an opportunity to connect with people and see if you're connecting with these people. Are you having conversations with folks that you can imagine working successfully with day in and day out? And again, that performance attitude sort of teaches us to not pay as close attention to how we're actually feeling and responding to the day ourselves. And the final reason we want to put more you in your job search is because we want you to land a job that's a great fit. And honestly, you are the only person who can articulate what that's going to look like for you. Think about it. If we don't use your goals and experience and values and interests as the North Star for your job search, what are we using? I don't provide that for my clients. I can listen to what they're saying and I can repeat it back for them, which can be really helpful, but I don't dictate that for people, and no one can really dictate that for you. It's really important that you take the time to articulate what kinds of opportunities are going to be great for you, to take the liberty to say what it is that you need out of a job, and try to move in the direction where you can get traction in those kinds of opportunities. You are certainly not alone if you find putting more you in your job search leaves you feeling awkward or uncomfortable. So if you have questions about how to do this, feel free to leave us a comment below. And we definitely recommend that you grab a copy of our Uncomplicate Your Job Search workbook and guide. We have some prompts in there that will help you articulate some of the things that are important to you, and we'll link to some resources so that you can use that content in a really strategic way for your job search. As always, thank you so much for watching. See you soon.